Imagine a world where questioning is not just accepted but encouraged, where every idea is scrutinized and every belief is challenged. This was the world Socrates envisioned, a world where the pursuit of knowledge was a communal effort. He lived in ancient Athens, a city that was a hub of intellectual activity, but his ideas resonate deeply in our modern age. Socrates is known as the father of Western philosophy, a title that speaks volumes about his impact. He left behind no written works of his own, yet his influence on Western thought is immeasurable, passed down through the writings of his students. His relentless questioning and belief in the power of reason continue to inspire us today, urging us to look deeper and think harder. Socrates was a talker, a questioner, a challenger of the status quo, never satisfied with easy answers. He believed true knowledge came from questioning everything we thought we knew, from engaging in dialogue and debate. This method, known as the Socratic method, remains a powerful tool for critical thinking today, used in classrooms and discussions around the world. His life was a testament to the power of ideas, and his death, a martyr for truth and free thought, continues to remind us of the importance of intellectual courage. The Socratic method begins with a question designed to expose underlying assumptions and contradictions. Socrates would often feign ignorance to draw out the knowledge and biases of his interlocutors. Imagine yourself in a conversation with Socrates. You assert that courage is a desirable quality. Socrates might ask, "What then is courage?" You might respond, "Courage is facing your fears." Socrates might then inquire, "And what constitutes fear? Is all fear bad? Is courage always wise?" Through relentless questioning, Socrates would guide you on a journey of intellectual discovery. The Socratic method is about asking the right questions that lead to deeper understanding and critical thinking. At the heart of Socrates' philosophy lay an unwavering belief in the interconnectedness of virtue and knowledge. He argued that to live a good life, one must seek both moral excellence and intellectual understanding. True knowledge was a deep understanding of oneself and the world that led to right action. It wasn't just about accumulating facts, but about gaining wisdom that could guide one's decisions and behavior. He believed people were inherently good and that wrongdoing stemmed from ignorance. By educating oneself, one could overcome ignorance and thus avoid moral failings. Socrates championed the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues were not just abstract ideals, but practical guides for living a fulfilling and ethical life. Wisdom was about understanding the limits of one's knowledge and seeking truth through reasoned inquiry. It involved a continuous process of questioning and learning. Courage was the moral strength to stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. It required not just physical bravery, but also the fortitude to uphold one's principles. Justice was about striving for fairness and righteousness in all aspects of life. It meant treating others with respect and ensuring that one's actions contributed to the common good. Temperance was about moderation and self-control. It involved balancing one's desires and impulses to achieve a harmonious and disciplined life. The pursuit of virtue was a lifelong endeavor for Socrates. He believed that through constant self-examination and dialogue, one could continually improve oneself. His teachings emphasized living an examined life, guided by reason, self-awareness, and the pursuit of moral excellence. Socrates' legacy continues to inspire those who seek to understand the deeper truths of human existence. The trial of Socrates is one of the most famous events in the history of philosophy. It marks a pivotal moment where the pursuit of truth clashed with societal norms. In 399 BC, Socrates was accused of impiety and corrupting the youth of Athens. These charges were serious, threatening the very fabric of Athenian society. His accusers saw him as a threat to the established order. They believed his teachings undermined traditional values and questioned the authority of the gods. Despite the seriousness of the charges, Socrates refused to compromise his principles. He stood firm in his belief that questioning and dialogue were essential to uncovering the truth. In his defense, known as the Apology, Socrates argued that his life was dedicated to seeking truth. He believed that an unexamined life was not worth living. He denied the charges of impiety and asserted that his inquiries stemmed from a deep respect for the divine. Socrates maintained that his philosophical quest was a form of piety. Socrates addressed the charge of corrupting the youth by arguing that his teachings were intended to enlighten, not corrupt. He believed in nurturing critical thinking and moral integrity. Despite his eloquent defense, Socrates was found guilty and sentenced to death by drinking hemlock. This verdict shocked many, as it highlighted the tension between individual conscience and state power. Even in the face of death, Socrates remained calm and composed. His demeanor reflected his unwavering commitment to his principles and his acceptance of his fate. He used his final moments to impart wisdom, reminding his followers that death was a natural part of life. Socrates' legacy endures, inspiring countless generations to seek truth and wisdom. The legacy of Socrates extends far beyond his own life and death. His teachings had a profound impact on his most famous student, Plato. Plato's dialogues often feature Socrates as the central character, engaging in conversations on a wide range of philosophical topics. Through these dialogues, Plato immortalized Socrates' method of questioning and his commitment to truth. Plato's works became the foundation of Western philosophy. He developed and expanded upon many of Socrates' ideas, creating a sophisticated philosophical system. Through Plato's writings, Socrates' ideas reached a wider audience. The relationship between Socrates and Plato is a testament to the power of mentorship and the enduring legacy of ideas. Socrates left behind no written works of his own. His teachings were preserved through the writings of his students, particularly Plato. Despite the lack of first-hand accounts, Socrates' influence on Western thought is undeniable. His relentless questioning and belief in the power of reason continue to resonate with us today. Socrates' emphasis on self-examination remains relevant in our fast-paced, information-saturated world. The Socratic method reminds us of the importance of asking deeper questions and engaging in critical thinking. Socrates' belief in the interconnectedness of virtue and knowledge provides a framework for living a meaningful and ethical life. His legacy is a testament to the power of ideas to transcend time and shape the course of history. In a world often dominated by noise and distraction, Socrates' call to question remains as relevant as ever. His life and teachings remind us that the unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates challenges us to engage in a lifelong pursuit of knowledge and to live with integrity and purpose. To truly understand Socrates, delve into his world through the writings of Plato. Begin with the Apology, Socrates' own defense at his trial. Let the example of Socrates inspire you to embrace the power of questioning and to live a life guided by reason and integrity. The journey of self-discovery begins with a single question: what will yours be?